Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Extinction Curse. Joining me today is my wonderful cadre of amazingly colourful characters, played by my beautiful Patreons. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. It's so good to see you. So good to see so many familiar faces in chat. I see Schooly Eye, Malakisa, Seagard, Rykon, Garamon the Grouch, McClover, Immersion Diversion, Random1177. Good to see all of you guys here this fine Friday morning. I hope that you guys are doing really, really well. I'm super keen for today's session. We are a little bit behind, so let's bang on into all of our cool stuff. Blame Dag for what? A good morning? Well, you're welcome. Anyway. All right, now, as we start off every session, we do like to thank our sponsors, the guys who help us keep the lights on here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, and that is, of course, the following lovely individuals. Look at that. Boom. Oh, look at all these cool sponsors. First of all, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you will see over the course of the game, not only for the artworks used by my players, but also the tokens that you can see on my VTT. A Hero Forge subscription is only like $50 a year, and you get not only access to the community page, which develops a bunch of really, really cool libraries of Hero Forge minis, but also you'll be able to make your own portraits for tokens that you can use in any VTT, not just Fantasy Grounds, but also Foundry, Roll20, or whatever flavor of VTT you happen to want to use. If you're also a fan of using Dungeon Alchemist or Tailspire, there is now full integration of your 3D models into those VTTs as well. So if you want 3D modeled adventure games, you know, hey, frickin' there it is. So yeah, the Pro subscription, absolutely worth it. And if you want to as well, you can have these models 3D printed for your use back at home. Whether or not you want them in color because you're like me and you hate painting, or if you want them in premium plastic so you can make them your own colorized self, all of these options are available through Hero Forge, so go check them out. Next up, we have Sirenscape. Unfortunately, I forgot to renew my Sirenscape sponsorship, so we don't have Sirenscape at the moment. But, you know, we still love Sirenscape anyway, so we're going to promote them. Please go and check out Sirenscape for the beautiful sound sets that they have over there that make your games come to life, because every epic game deserves epic sound. And lastly, of course, our VTT of choice is Fantasy Grounds, because let's face it, I spent like $3,000 on Fantasy Grounds during COVID, and there is no VTT in the world short of a revolution that will get me to change my mind on this being one of the best tools for what I do here. As you guys know, a lot of my content is very, very reactive. I react to my audience. I react to my players. Sometimes I haven't even prepped the encounter or the map, and I will do it live. There is no system that I have found faster than Fantasy Grounds for being able to keep up with my chat and keep up with my players. So yeah, if you want to go and check out Fantasy Grounds yourself, there's an affiliate link, and a little kickback comes back to old Daggerino when you use the affiliate link. Bada boom. All right, good. Next up, of course, let's meet the characters who will tell you about themselves, and well, let's go with your question for today being, what do you think went wrong here? No context as to what's actually gone wrong, so the longer we can not say what's happened, the better. All right, so let's try that. That'll be hilarious. So, starting, of course, with our gnomish bard and wonder seeker Halonot, we have Schooly Eye.
Oh.
Hello. So, what went wrong?
What went wrong? I think from Harlanot, it was the try to club someone with a magical loot.
Yep, tried to club the wrong person with a magical loot. Perfect, I love it. Next up, playing the fortune teller Walter and master of the Harrow cards is none other than our friend Avarian CA. Good morning.
Good morning, or good evening.
Yeah, well, I mean, or good afternoon, or good night.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Day.
So Walter, what went wrong?
Well, my first instinct is to say Neil, but that's just me.
Hashtag Team Neil.
I feel like That's Neil is like definitely a sitcom title that needs to happen at some point.
Yeah. Here's Neil.
I'm down for an 80s sitcom RPG of Neil. That's Neil. Sorry.
I'd be down.
Nice.
What went wrong? I think perhaps a particular reptilian appreciation.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Next up, playing the role of Naomi and their summoned celestial eidolon Callisto is our dear friend Neil, aka Immersion Diversion. Good morning.
Good morning and good night. Bye. I'm gonna go because this is all my fault.
All right. Neil, what went wrong?
Trying to fly in a freaking hurricane.
Trying to fly in a hurricane, yeah. Callisto didn't.
You're not supposed to
Just,
spell it
yeah,
out.
just trying to fly in a hurricane. That's definitely
TRYAING.
that's it. Trying to fly in a hurricane. It's like that's, and you know what? That should definitely be the new, like, that should be a new saying. It's like, Neil, you trying to fly in a hurricane? Yeah.
It's like some people try to ice skate uphill kind of thing.
Yeah.
Matt wants to make
you trying to fly in a hurricane? Yeah, no, I like it.
They want an emote made of me.
Yeah, that's it. It's like trying to fly in a hurricane. All right, I like that one. Next up, playing the role of Meisha, the Nagaji inventor extraordinaire, is our dear friend Rock Protector. G'day, Rock.
Hi.
All right, Rock. What went wrong?
What went wrong? Everything went wrong.
Just broad everything.
Yeah.
Do you want a smaller?
I mean, the more specific, the better. I think.
The long version.
Well, hurricane. I'm not gonna blame Chad. I mean, what?
Dang it, you stole mine.
I'm not gonna blame Chad, but Chat. Oh wow, that's a dangerous game to play on my channel. I feel like the chat's got some stuff to say about that. All right.
I mean, I love you guys. You all rock.
It's too late. Damage is done. Arturo, the catfolk swashbuckler, and of course, heir to a family of high-flying acrobats. We have none other than the wonderful and amazing Sean. G'day, Sean.
Hello. Yeah, I was gonna lean in close and just like pull my mic real close and just be like, chat knows what they did. But no, people got in our way.
People got in your way.
And distracted us.
People got in your way. Yes, and those people will never get in your way again. There's so many dead. There are so many dead bodies in this. There's like 15 dead bodies.
Yeah. And they're all you, Chad. All those dead bodies.
Oh, wow. All right.
Chad is
dead. And Naomi.
All right, next up.
And one of them's Naomi.
Naomi's dead too, yeah.
Next up, last but certainly not least, is none other than Throvric the Dragon, played by the mighty Matthew, a.k.a. Wolven, a.k.a. All Things Fantasy.
Good morning. How are you going today?
Doing freaking splendidly.
Wonderful.
What went wrong?
Nothing went
Beautiful.
wrong.
Everything's
Not at all.
gone to
It was
plan.
all-
Love it.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong. It was all going to Throvric's plan, and if the party was somehow struggling, well, they just need to get up to Throvric's level.
I love that. All right.
It's like, I'm perfect.
All right. Well, guys, as you guys know,
Nice.
we have one last person to thank before we kick off with today's game, and that is, of course, our biggest sponsor, you guys in the audience. First of all, thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. You donating your time here is very, very important to me because I'm all about wellness and gaming, and I love the fact that we get to put on these shows for you guys, and that our community is so supportive of my journey and have afforded me the ability to not only continue to do this as an occupation, but also continue to try and bring you great games. And as thanks of this, I also invite you to come behind the GM screen to influence the game with a whole bunch of shenanigans, whether or not you have funds to be able to support us financially, or if you simply earn channel points and decide to give us a bunch of really, really cool stuff. Thank you so much, Seagard. Mwah. See, even lurks are super appreciated here because they, like I said, they all go towards helping the channel. But yeah, if you don't have funds, you will always be earning channel points, which can be used for a number of different things, including insight bonuses, divine intervention, which force rerolls. You can summon wandering monsters and bosses and stuff like that. Bunch of cool stuff. Or if you do have the means to, there is a number of ways you can support the channel and help me, stay fed and pay my rent. For $5, you can give our players one of these red markers, which are hero points, or one of these purple markers, which are jinx points. They can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense, roll with advantage, or we have a new feature that we're going to be talking about at the end of this little bit here. But there's a new feature and a new deck of cards, and we'll talk about hero points in a little bit. Then, of course, for $10, I will draw from a deck of random plot twists, 3 plot twists, and one of those of your choice will be implemented into the game. We then have our $20 donation, which is the coveted Golden Nat 20, which is a natural 20. For $50, we will provide a magic item of your choosing, or you can give the magic item to someone else, or even create a homebrew item for a player of your choice. Or your $50 can go towards increasing the difficulty of a challenge through a boss buff. We recently had the boss known as Butch McClover take on the role of being a quite firm enemy of the group, who is very swiftly kind of maybe warmed up to the group a little bit. We'll have to find out more about that as time proceeds. But yeah, so the bosses are usually, you know, they go a couple of episodes and they you know, like they're pretty tough. And then lastly, the grand old prize, the $100 secret menu item. Now the secret menu item for today is a very unique monster, one that I have I haven't used before in these online games yet, but it is one of my favorites. It is called a Worm That Walks. Now, a Worm That Walks is a very powerful spellcaster who infects insects and creatures with their magic in order to basically live forever in the form of a swarm of something. Now, for me, I decided, well, swarm is a very, very open-minded thing. And our group is supposed to be going and dealing with apparently some ornery wasps that are down by the mill. So I'm going to let your minds consider what I'm going to do with this secret menu item. Should you decide. Now, lastly, ladies and gentlemen, hey, welcome in GRSVT or Gravity. I think it's Gravity, but you know, it's Grav. Oh, Vidi, that's right. I remember we talked about this. Welcome in, Vidi, and your community. Hope that you had a wonderful stream. Let's give you a quick old shout out here. Boom, there it is. Because yeah, I did it. I could do my own commands. Yeah, it has been a while. I hope that you're well. Tell me all about your game and how it went, while I tell everyone about the new feature of our hero point reward. Now, I went to my local game store recently and picked up a really, really cool box because it was called the Hero Point Deck. Woo!
Yeah.
Now, the Hero Point deck comes with this really, really impressive amount of cards, and on each of them is actually a unique power that is awarded to everyone's hero points that they can use in addition to all the cool stuff that the hero points do. So, I thought we'd give this a go, and I thought we'd try it out and see how they play in person, because, you know, why not? We're exploring meta TTRPG and ended up in a GPT-powered Dr. Seuss GM'd Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure. Fair. That's fair. That's really cool. Did everyone rhyme? That's the only thing I want to know. Because I will totally check out the pod if everyone's sitting there rhyming. All right. So
I would love that.
we are going to give everyone, or everyone's hero point, a new power. All right. And as per usual, we are going to allow my players to give us a number between 1 to 5 to decide which card. Everything rhymed. Yes, I will 100% be checking out that. All right, Hollanot. Give us a number between 1 to 5.
5, apparently.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, your power is
Let's go.
Magical Reverberation. Play this after casting a spell. The spell power reverberates in your mind. You can cast this spell one additional time without having it prepared or expending your spell slot. If you don't cast the spell by the end of your next turn, it is then lost. After casting that spell again, you become stupefied for 2 minutes. So basically, you double your spell. You cast it once, and then it's held the charge, and then you cast it a second time without spending anything.
Whoa.
That's cool.
If done straight away.
Yeah, if done straight away. Otherwise, otherwise it's lost. and then after you cast the second spell, you're stupefied for two rounds, basically. No, for a minute. All right, and don't worry, I'll let my players know what they do in full in a little bit. But yeah. All right, Walter. Give us number 2 out of 5.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ancestral Might. Play during your turn. Until the start of your next turn, you gain a +2 bonus on checks based on the ability score that you are boosted by your ancestry, ignoring your free boosts. If your ancestry only grants free boosts, you may select one of your choice.
Wow.
Which might actually be the case because you're human, right?
I
Yeah,
am.
so you actually get to pick which stat. So that's pretty cool. All right, I love that. Naomi.
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, your hero point is Warding Sign. Play at any time. Select a creature within sight. That creature is immune to misfortune effects for 1 round. If the creature was already
Ooh.
affected by misfortune effects, you can ignore the effect for the duration. So basically, yeah, you ignore the effects for 1 round.
Okay.
That's not bad. Not bad. All right. Meisha.
2.
2. 1, 2. Desperate Swing. Play during your turn. Make a melee strike ignoring multiple attack penalties. If you roll a critical success, you gain a normal success instead. If the attack fails, you release your weapon, or you drop prone as if you were using an unarmed strike, or otherwise can't release your weapon. So there you go. So the interesting bit about that is it ignores the multiple weapon penalty, which means if you play that on your 3rd attack, you do it at your full attack bonus.
Ooh.
So that's
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So that's the big
Ooh,
one.
nice.
All right, and Arturo.
1.
1. Flash of Insight.
Oric's good 0.
Play at the start of your
Yeah.
turn. Until the end of your turn, you gain automatic knowledge for 1 skill. If you already have automatic knowledge, when you use the feat to attempt to recall knowledge, you use an outcome of 1 degree success better than what you rolled. If you use this to learn about a creature, you gain twice the number of clues you learn about that creature. So what that basically means is that you can pick a knowledge and you are treated as if you're proficient in it. If you're already proficient in that knowledge, you get twice as many clues and you have 1 degree extra of success.
Okay, cool.
All right. And we just got a donation of $30 from a Clover who has just given a hero point to everyone.
Everyone.
Oh, sweet.
Which means you
Nice.
guys will get another one of these cards.
Nice.
Where is...
You just like hearing Michael read out cards.
Yeah, that's true. That's the whole
I
stream.
mean, so do I. I don't blame you. I like it too. It's fun.
Where is Arturo's cards? Did I not put them down? I don't think I did. Oh, okay. Sorry. Where is Arturo's? There you go. I don't know why Arturo didn't have a thing set up there, but I will set it up there. There we go. All right. And then Throverick. Your card is... Boom! Battle Cry. After making a successful melee attack, you unleash a terrifying battle cry. Make an intimidation check to demoralize and compare the results against all enemies within 30 foot.
That's perfect.
A little tiny kobold with a very intimidating battle cry.
All right.
So just so I know, it's after a melee attack, I get a free area of attack intimidation.
Yeah, basically.
Perfect.
All right. Now I'm just going to very quickly take a photo of these and send them to my players so that they can see what they acquired. Whoops. Don't turn the flash on, you weirdo. Camera, no flash. There we go. Okay. 1.
You know what? I'm gonna go blue for this.
2.
Ah.
Now let's try that again. Okay. Sorry everyone. We're trying the new thing and we're figuring this out as we go. Okay.
That's the whole thing that's fun about D&D is there's a lot of experimentation to it too.
Okay. 1,
Oh, I disappeared. Didn't realize it.
It's very time consuming.
2. It is. So
Go
I
for
think when I do the next one, I'm just gonna draw it from the top. I feel like otherwise it's gonna take too long.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna take too long otherwise because these are quite long.
However, I really
Or
do-
otherwise, Michael can pick 1 through 5.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So that's the first set that I've now sent my players. So these cards now get put off to one side, and they are no longer in the deck. So Harlonaut, you get rollback. Play after an attack or effect causes you to become grabbed or knocked prone. You roll backwards, landing on your feet, taking the step away action from the source of your attack, and you are no longer prone or grabbed. Rage and Fury. Play when this is for Walter. Play when an ally is knocked unconscious or when you take damage from a critical hit. At the start of your next turn, you enter a Rage, gaining +2 damage on melee strikes and -1 AC. No concentration actions unless you have the Rage ability, or use a stat for the Rage class. At the end of that turn, if you do not have the Rage class feature, your raid ends and you are fatigued. All right, Naomi,
Interesting.
I hope this works. Play at the start of your turn. Once during your turn, you can activate an item to cast a spell. Even if you can't normally cast spells or don't have that spell on your spell list, after casting the spell, your turn ends. So yeah, you can cast spells from an item, which is like scrolls
cool.
and wands and stuff.
Yeah.
Mesha, make way.
I just
Okay.
like the name of that. That's so appropriate for a Neil spell or a Neil ability.
Play at this. Make way. Play at the start of a stride action, which is your walking action. During your stride, you must move in a straight line, but you can attempt to shove any creature in your way, moving them to an adjacent square outside of your range. Your multiple attack penalties does not apply to any of these free shove attacks, nor do they increase when you multiply them. If you fail to shove a creature out of your way, however, your movement ends there.
Oh, can you give that
No,
one to
shush.
me?
I need to get through these.
Get away!
All right, next up.
Get out of my way!
Arturo, dive out of danger. Play before you attempt a reflex save. If you succeed at the saving throw without needing a roll, you gain Clumsy 1 as a condition, which lasts until the next round or until you get a full night's rest. So yeah, you basically save without like having to actually make a saving throw. All right. Lastly, Throverick, Drain Power. When you activate a magic item that casts a spell, heighten that spell by 1 level. You cannot heighten it above half of your level rounded up. If the item wasn't consumed on your use, you can't use it on this item again for another 24 hours. Or you can't use the item again for another 24 hours. All right.
Lucky I don't use spellcasting.
All right. So there we go. We now have 6 of these new things. And don't worry, we will get better at making these making this process quicker. This is just, like I said, the first time that we're doing it, so I kind of wanted to get it all set up, which we now have.
Yeah.
Okay, and they are now available for my players to see, which is amazing. All right, and thank you so much for your kind donation. So again, these get put out to the side, so these are no longer part of the deck. There they go. And we can now begin today's game. Whew. Okay.
Woo!
Also, hi, Callie. Without any further ado, we rejoin our heroes once again in a valley just north of the town of Abberton, as our heroes are trying to save the town from a rather unscrupulous and rather, what's the word? A rather ornery group of priests and druids from a nearby surrounds. They are absolutely keen on the idea that this nature area of the forest belongs to them and not the people in the city. They have been doing what they can to bring chaos and rain down natural pain upon the group itself, and a giant hurricane has recently been summoned into the region where our heroes were trying to do battle with a group of bandits. It is here that we pick up. as this large hurricaned elemental has been blowing and ripping through the tides of the bandits, only to be exploded by Mesha's oil and Throvrek's flame. No, wait. Throvrek's oil and Callisto's flame. As they have set an explosion which has rocked this valley. Also, hello to Epic Realms. Good to see you guys. Welcome back in. Hope that you're doing well. Now, as the explosion has torn through this elemental, ripping it asunder, one person was in the center of this mass when it went off. And that was none other than Naomi and Callisto, caught in the throes of the wind as they are sucked upwards. A fire tornado now rises into the sky with a forceful impact that has sent him skyward. It is here we pick up. We also have a donation from Calindria. A natural 20 for Joey, which is Throvrek. And give both he and Avarian a hero point. So there we go. All right, so natural 20 and 2 hero points coming right up. 1 hero point, and Throvrek, your 2nd hero point. Or 3rd hero point, should I say. And a natural 20 for you. There we go.
Nope, always Joey forever.
All right. So we got 2 more hero points. Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Sorry.
More spellcasting hero points for Throver.
Okay, so, Walter. Your hero point is Pierce Resistance. After you learn about a foe's resistance, until the end of your next turn, if that foe loses resistance of your choice. You must be aware of that resistance, either from seeing them shrug off the damage from an attack, or making a successful knowledge check. And Throvrek, you get Surge of Speed. Play at the start of a creature's turn. That creature, on its turn, can use the extra action to take a single attack action with the move trait. What? Can use the extra action only to take a single attack action with the move trait.
So I can move. So I get an extra move action. So I get an extra action if it's a move.
Yes. Okay. Yep. So you get a surge of speed, so you get to move a little quicker. Done. Boom. There it is.
Yeah, and that's cool that you can do it to literally anyone you want. That's neat.
All right. There you go. And those 2 now go into the pool. Look at this. This is how many hero points my players have. All right. So,
Rolls fully sucked.
The sky opens up as you fly into the air, Naomi. You watch as Callisto's wings are battered against the wind. He is unable to find his orientation as you are both thrown upwards. I would like for you to roll me a percentage, please, as you begin to rocket skyward.
68.
All right. You are currently 68 feet in the air as you are launched upward. All right. I'm gonna give. We're kind of out of initiative at this point, but what do you do as you are falling?
So if he's still here, that means Callisto is still kind of conscious. And he can still fly because I have the 1 spell active. Or at least I think a minute went by. Or not went by yet.
You hear the sounds of the roaring hurricane are all around you as well. It buffets you from all sides. As you are...
I'm going to try and guide myself towards Callisto and try to kind of fly into him to grab him.
How?
I mean, if Callisto is just like, because we were grabbing each other before, so if the explosion separated us and we're now on the thing, I'm gonna try and.
I know what you're doing. The question is, how are you doing it?
I guess.
Also, welcome in Raiders from Nat21 Adventures. Long story short, Michael, Dead Aussie Gamer, Pathfinder, Extinction Curse. My players currently exploded a hurricane elemental while Naomi, our summoner, and her flying celestial summon were amidst it. They have been launched 68 feet into the air and are being blown apart by the forceful winds and the explosion. Naomi, yeah, well, so you're currently in the air. You're currently...
Yeah, I guess I could... The only thing I can really think of to get him, if I can... Because I want to try and guide myself to, like, use the hurricane to go, but if the hurricane's still... If we literally
to clarify, it is no longer a hurricane. It is a tunnel of fire that has exploded upwards. It is a pillar of raging flame and torrential wind.
Okay. And am I then still inside?
Yeah, you
or
were definitely inside.
Did I get kind of
no,
blown
you're
out?
going upwards. So basically, fun fact. Let's do some science here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Dag's science class. Now, when we look at a tornado, such as this, which we kind of imagine a hurricane kind of thing, we see obviously hurricane, right? Now, traditionally, a hurricane will create a vortex of heat that both rises and falls. That is the nature of a hurricane, which creates the thermal drafting that rises and sinks. Basically, as the hot air rises, it raises up, and the cool air brings it all back down. Now, during an explosion in which there is lots of oxygen to feed this, plus a catalyst, which in this case is fuel, that fuel mixes with the wind and the rain, is ignited, and because this is a magical hurricane, the hurricane has changed its dynamic. So instead of... hold on. Delete. No. Oh god, why? Okay. So instead of the hurricane drawing things into that spiral, this hurricane elemental had been drawing things towards it, like a vacuum. Now, this is the magical element. This isn't physics. This is just how it works. Hey, Art Hard Studio, what's up, buds? How you doing? Welcome in. We're just trying to figure out what's happening here. Long story short, they've blown up a hurricane elemental with someone in it, and we're trying to figure out what he's going to do in his first moments. But guys, take a seat, relax, unwind, earn those channel points because you can use them to influence the game. So yeah, stick by. Now,
okay.
So hold on, we're not quite done yet. So because it was sucking the wind in, and it sucked in Naomi and Callisto, right? They were then in the hurricane when the explosion went off. As we mentioned before, hot air rises. So when the hurricane exploded, all that hot air and debris went upwards, including Naomi and Callisto. So Naomi and Callisto, you are now where the eye of the storm would be, but 68 foot up in the air. The elemental has been destroyed. It is gone. There's no elemental there. But you are amidst all of the stuff that was sucked in, like all of the stuff that was gathered. There's fire all around you, and because there is fire and it's a storm, right? Callisto's actual large wings do not seem to be able to hold himself coordinatedly without kind of being buffeted around. So you are now almost at the apex of your ascent, and you're about to come right back down to Earth.
I'm trying to look for a spell because I'm thinking about using the hero point to use the hope this works, but there's I'm assuming I can only cast for the spells slots that I have, right?
Correct.
It's I wouldn't be able to cast a level 9 spell or whatever.
Very much so.
Okay, but so
Word of death.
what? Because I don't know if I can, because I'm trying to look through all these spells that are level 1 through 2, but at the same time I don't want to take up much time. What level would fly be, or if there's a fly spell?
Let's see. There is a fly spell. Do you actually? So what's the? Can you read out the hero point ability while we look up the fly spell?
Yeah, so what I did was I took your cards and put them in a folder so I can easily grab it and just look at the card again.
That doesn't tell me what your spell
So
does.
it says, I hope this works. Once during your turn, you can activate an item to cast a spell, even if you can't normally cast spells or don't have that spell on your spell list.
Do you have an item?
After casting a spell, your turn ends.
Yeah, it's an item.
Well, I've got the the wraps of the mighty.
No, as in, do you have an
as-
item that casts fly?
Well, no.
Because
Oh, I see what you
Yeah.
mean. It has to be able to cast
Mhm.
spells, and then I can just cast
Correct.
any.
But that's
Yeah.
okay.
It's like
Because
if you
here's
have
the
a wand
thing.
with a spell charged
Yeah,
in it.
sadly, I'm gonna give you. Oh, I'm not sadly, but I'm gonna give you a little bit more time to think on this because you are in the air, and Naomi does not have the time or prescience
Okay.
to be able to sit there and consider a bunch of mechanical options. Naomi
So,
is
it's
screaming,
not-
careening
yeah.
into the air alongside Callisto. Meanwhile, on the ground,
So it has to be a scroll or a wand. It can't just be a magic item.
it can be a magic
Well,
item if the magic
has a
item
spell
has
in
it. It can be a magic item if the magic item casts a spell. So,
Oh.
meanwhile, on the ground, Halanot, Walter, Mesha, Throvrek, and Arturo, you guys have seen Throvrek, sort of throw the oil in. You were not expecting this kind of large-scale explosion to erupt upwards. Even the bandits are kind of like, the surviving bandits, like, well, okay, yeah, that was, they're like, because they're already retreating, but they definitely saw this huge explosion in the distance, and they're just like, oh, Jesus, those guys are like, they're dead. But what do you guys do as you see your friends in the air?
Uh,
I think we should have a moment of silence to thank both Callisto and Naomi for their sacrifice. And I hope that wherever they are now, they have found themselves in a much happier place.
We
Um,
shouldn't do that
I'm
until
more
we can,
thinking-
figure out we can do something. Maybe if I can look around and find maybe something that they can land on softly. Maybe.
So I think I know what I can do.
We'll come back to that.
Assuming,
We'll come back to that.
yeah.
All right, Mesha, make a perception check as you look for something soft to place on the ground. As all of a sudden you were seen by a familiar dwarf who had been helping Throvrek out. What's going on? You all right? You all right? You seem to be giant fire hurricane that's going up in the air there. That's really impressive. It's very good. I wish I could do that kind of big fire explosion thing. You are a very impressive little dragon. Best dragon I've seen in some time.
Throvrick stands up to his full height of 3 feet 1 inch. And very proud of himself.
Very well, you do so. Now with a 25 on your perception check, you don't find too much in the way of soft materials here, but you do, because mostly again the wind, the hurricane, all that stuff, most of the loose things have been kind of taken down. But you do find some soft beds of shrubs and things like that. It's not the softest of things, but it's softer than the ground.
Yeah. All right.
Do we have anything large pieces of cloth or tarp or leather or something? Anything like that? We could maybe string it across the canyon. I don't know.
Well, Mesha, do you have quick crafting?
I think so.
If you've got the quick crafting feat, I will allow you to make a quick makeshift trampoline.
I do. I have quick repair.
Oh, no, sorry. No, unfortunately, that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about the others?
So-
Anyone else?
Could we extend a bedroll and act as a fireman's catch?
See, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah.
You know what? Sure.
You
It's
throw
pretty
it back-
small though.
You know what? Sure. Let's combine these ideas. Mesha, you find some of the shrubs, and then as you place it down, in order to help soften it even further, you begin to dump your bedrolls on top of it. In order to help with this, you watch as Rill, your new dwarven companion, says, I have an idea. Mesha, can you sort of weave the branches together, just around the edges here? Can you weave them together? Weave the branches, weave them together with a weave.
Perhaps. I could try.
Make a craft check.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. I'm thinking if they just crash down to the ground at like the full speed that they're going now, it doesn't matter what we have underneath it. We need to find a way to slow them down.
Yes. I'm just not sure why I've got.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I'm
just
a bard.
imagining, 'cause- I'm a bard. I do sonic damage. I can push them back up.
Cause I'm
Then feather fall?
free falling.
I was more thinking, surely at the range, Harlow would probably be
My favorite
deafened with
song.
the explosion.
Very true. Now, as Meisha manages to finish the weaving of the ring, it doesn't make it airtight, but you then watch as Rill puts his hands out and uses Create Water and fills this now kind of almost like tub with water that is now covered in leaves and the tarps on top of it. So it's not the best, right? But given the fact that you have the better part of like 12 to 20 seconds to build this, you have done a good job. As
Sweet.
Naomi and Callisto begin to plummet downwards. Naomi, you said you had an idea.
Well, because you said that I was on my way up and I could think of something as I was going up. Right?
Yes. Yep. You're kind of reaching the apex of your height.
So the only thing I can really think of it's kind of like a multiple turn kind of thing, but I would basically, as on my way up, I would unmanifest Callisto.
Okay. Callisto disappears.
And then when I get to the top, the apex, I'm going to remanifest him right next to me so I can grab onto him.
How long does it take to manifest Callisto?
It's a 3-turn thing.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's
Unfortunately,
also
what you'd be
3-turn.
doing is you'd be readying an action. So if you
Okay.
ready an action, it's going to cost.
Well, that was the on the way up, and if
Yep.
because you said you could come back to me. So
no,
then
that's fine. But
if
even
it
on the
comes
way
back-
up, no matter what
Okay.
you're doing, you're going to be waiting until you hit the apex, right? So that's readying an
right.
action.
So when I hit the apex,
So readying an action takes
okay, so
one
when I-
action more than what it would take to use your ability. So once you reach the apex, that's going to take you 3 actions, which means you need 4 actions to do that.
Okay, well,
Wait a
Yeah.
second. I like that idea. Could perhaps Naomi, because Naomi, you have to choose a spot for Callisto to be summoned in, right?
right, and I can. He has to actually spawn right next to me when I summon him, unless I get a summoner feat that lets me spawn him anywhere else.
Oh, so he has to be right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So
then-
the idea was I was gonna unmanifest him, remanifest him, and then I cast my focus spell to give him the fly again.
Do you have access to any other type of summons?
No, I just have the angel.
Okay.
You have to when you choose summoner, you have to pick one of the
Yeah,
other
but
ones.
I'm wondering if like if you have like summon creature or summon.
Not yet. No, I don't have those. I don't actually think I can because of it depends. When you choose your Eidolon, you can only choose spells based on the tradition that your Eidolon has. So I can only use divine spells.
I just
Oh.
thought of a dumb idea, but yeah.
Oh well, it's fine. Because I was going to suggest if you can choose a spot for him to summon, you could summon him halfway down the drop so he can swoop and grab you as you're falling, which will give you time
Yeah.
to dismiss him and then recast the summon spell.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess since. And then, okay, and I wouldn't even need to cast the spell because I forgot since he's got glide form, he can just glide down. The thing I would be casting would just to be able to give him a fly speed, but with glide form, he can just glide. So, okay.
All right, so you're going to summon him and then glide
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
All right. Gathering up your energy, you begin to focus as best as you can. But you are again like now reaching that apex. As you as he starts to plummet, it manifests Callisto, who reaches down and tries to grab you. As he does, his wings stretch out, but they are not strong enough to glide with the two of you. With the fly spell, he can, but right now the both of you are falling. But he is slowing the fall quite substantially. So you go from 80 foot to 70 foot, 70 to 60, 60 to 50. As you continue to go down, I need you to roll me a fortitude save. As Callisto is struggling, and this is, Callisto's fortitude save. As he is struggling and pulling, trying to keep you up.
Oh, 29.
All right, with a 29, he manages to pull, and just before you hit, he manages to slow you enough that there is an explosion of water. Now, 80 foot, I'm going to halve to 40 because of the fall. I'm going to then halve it again to 20 because of the trampoline. And now I need a reflex save, so that as you are falling, you are going to crumple into this roll to halve the damage.
And that's Naomi?
And that is Naomi. That is okay. Actually, no, that's not okay. That is a critical failure.
Okay, I'm going to use my hero point warding sign.
All right.
Then on myself, so I cast I use my summoning magic to cast the warding sign on me, which makes me immune to misfortune for 1 round.
This isn't misfortune.
Oh,
Misfortune's like a curse. Misfortune's
actually...
like a curse. Misfortune's like a curse. Like, if someone's cursed you or hexed you or forced you to roll with disadvantage, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not rolling with disadvantage.
Okay, would the...
You can use the hero point to reroll if you'd like.
+4? Yeah, sure.
All right, go for the reroll.
How would that work for my card? Would I have to get rid of
You
one
do
of
have
those
to get rid of
cards?
one of the cards.
Okay.
Yep, so that's the way it works.
I will reroll.
And you gotta tell me which card you get rid of.
19.
19.
You know what? Because I don't have any spell casting items, I will get rid of I hope this works.
Okay, done. I hope this works is now back in the deck. Now, as you plummet and fall, you collide, but you still fail with that check. That being said, you take 20 points of damage. But you are still alive, though battered, bruised, and injured. As you collide, you have survived the fall. Well done.
Ow.
I'll also run up to where she fell and just immediately drag her out of the water, because if she fell unconscious, I don't want her to drown.
No, makes perfect sense. At this point, the weather seems to clear up, with the hurricane elemental now defeated. The bandits now retreated. You stand as the last bits of rain kind of fall down on you, breathing heavily and exhausted, but alive.
Oof. I will cast a 2-action heal on Naomi.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Walter.
All right. As Walter begins to heal and mend your wounds, you take a quick moment as Ril says, that was that was a hell of a thing, innit? Listen, I'm not sure exactly how I got here, but I need to find my way back. You see, there are people what need me, and I think I'm a statue, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Look, take this with you. This might be able to help you all look pretty badly, injured and stuff. And he hands you a staff of healing. And because this was the donation reward from last week. And he says, also, I'll maybe give you one of these as well. And he uses his channel energy, or his heal, in an area of effect.
Ooh.
Which will heal 22 hit points to everyone.
Whoa.
All right.
Thanks, Will.
Oh, you're welcome, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You do look a little bit too lively to be a statue, though.
Oh, no, I don't mean here. I mean back where I come from. It might be a statue back there, but I might be here right now. I'm not entirely. Oh no! my body is disappearing. Oh, look at that! It's
Oh no!
it's all happening
Oh,
again.
Neil, it was good to see you.
All right. Well, before I go, I gotta give you a
Ugh.
secret. A secret of, and
What?
then he disappears.
What a strange person.
I really like it.
Don't you mean you really like him?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to do.
I really like it.
Cute. Okay. All right. Well, calamity avoided. Our heroes alive and somewhat well. You now have a choice before you to head to where the bandits were keeping together in the nearby surrounds, a tavern known as the. Where is it?
The tavern called where is it?
Yes, the tavern called. Where the hell is it? No, the tavern.
I was actually about to type that in.
called- There we go. The Mad Mug. So either go to the tavern called the Mad Mug, where you can go and confront the bandits again, or you can go to the mill, where you're supposed to deal with some large wasps that apparently have been hounding the miller over in that direction.
All right, listen, right? They think that we're part of the circus, right? But there is only one performing circus in the nearby town. And that's not ours.
I was actually kind of thinking that myself, but I think we should go to speak with them, but you know, they should come back here and tend to their dead. Like I would feel bad just leaving their bodies just laying on the ground like that, smashed to
Should we-
pieces. Some of them.
Should we
Well-
bury them?
Well, before we head off, if that giant was seen as like not a threat, then can we go explore that? Thorvik points to like this massive building of bones and stuff that's hanging off the edge of the cliff.
I
Oh,
was
it's
gonna ask,
nothing.
is is Butch still close enough around, having seen the explosion?
No.
Might
He
want to
and the
drop
men.
them. He really
Yeah,
scared.
he and the men took off.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably take a quick look at it. I don't think there'd be anything wrong with it.
Sure.
Good.
There's nothing up there.
There's nothing up there.
Nope, it's just a ledge filled with bones. There's not. Yep, and I found, he got mad because I was holding the banner or the ribbon from one of his men, so he thought I killed him.
Hmm.
And there could
That's
be
what I
less
found
up
out.
there after the wind as well, because it might have pulled
Mm.
stuff down.
True.
I don't like this idea, but we could always go find. We could always go find the troll or the. Was it a giant?
It was
Did
an
you say?
It
ogre.
was
I
an
think.
ogre.
Ogre.
Yeah, it was an ogre.
We could always go find the ogre and then, prove to him that we didn't do it by taking it down.
It's probably
Well, the
gonna be
ogre
a-
didn't do it either.
And if we just go take it
And-
down, it just means we're beating up a helpless creature.
I was gonna say, if we go and kill a random ogre, it just means that we killed a random ogre. It doesn't necessarily prove anything.
True.
Yeah.
The ogre had been
And-
showing us saying that they were investigating the same thing.
And it'd probably be hard to find the ogre now. He might have made tracks, but the storm might have erased them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we head out to the tavern and talk with them, see how it goes, and if it turns into a fight, unfortunately, that's what'll happen. But I don't know. I feel with like how that fight went and how it ended, I feel that, they would at least listen to us again, unlike last time.
Well, they have less dudes we have to deal with if it starts into a fight.
I presume.
Sadly
the,
true.
I presume the tavern is back in the direction of town. Going away from the
No, it's a sequestered tavern in the forest. It's kind of like almost like,
Okay.
reconverted hunting lodge type thing. You were told that as well.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
It's one of those places that's so good you can only find it by word of mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, I could probably go for a mug right now too.
All right.
A mug of what?
Well, alcohol.
All right. So you're heading to the tavern.
Should we leave these
Yes.
guys here, like
I
they
will.
are,
I will
or should we bury
organize
them?
as everyone's sort of talking and discussing what to do. I'm going to head around and lay the bodies out and perform last rites. As for my deity would see fit for a non-devote of the deity.
Yeah.
Thorford's gonna pick up his blurred glaive. He's gonna just put it into his bag or strap it to his back or something.
Sure. I don't mind that. Okay. As you do so, you perform last rites on the various banded bodies that lie strewn about this small place. You begin to search them. They don't really have much on them in the way of things. They're bandits. They kind of pool their resources together and put it in the hideout. So you can see that they've got leather armor and short swords and like small short bows and things like that, like basic equipment. But that's about it. Once you're done and these bodies are laid to rest, you begin to make your way to the north.
Can I take a short bow?
You may.
Okay. Sorry.
As you begin to make your way to the north, you eventually, after a short period, come upon a roadside tavern. Oops. That again, shall we? Roadside tavern. From the outside, it seems to be quite impressive. A large, very, very well-kept building. Maybe once, I mentioned it, but, now you can see it. May have once upon a time been a hunting lodge with a great number of people who would have used it during hunts in order to find a nice, quiet place in the forest to find reprieve. But now it kind of definitely has that kind of tavern smell about it. There's definitely this air of celebration and joy that seems to kind of be overset by a kind of a darkness. All right. You approach. And you can see the Mad Mug written on the side.
All right, let's do this. And Naomi's gonna start walking
Yeah.
with Callisto following.
And I
The map
follow.
hasn't shown up yet for me, so
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, this popped in.
Oops.
As you approach and enter, let me just unlock your tokens real quick. There you go. All right, now you should be able to move. As you approach and swing open the door, inside you can see about a half dozen bandits on various tables and at the various bars. They seem to be drinking and sort of, like, most of them are like, tired and worn. And when they see you come in, there's kind of this grizzled and scowled look in your direction.
I look for shoot, I don't actually think I got his name because
Butch?
Butch, yeah, I look for Butch.
You can see there's a pair of seats who are which are nearby towards the western side, and you can see Butch there, kind of crushing walnuts with one hand and sort of not really eating any, but just like sort of like stressed, like he's just kind of like, yeah, he's just kind of like minding his. As you as you enter, you notice that he's kind of not paid attention to you coming in.
I'm actually gonna walk past the bandits and walk up to Butch.
They all seem to turn.
Yeah.
They all seem to be watching Naomi quite closely.
Just gonna get to there.
All right, what about the rest of you?
Roderick's gonna head over to the bar.
Sure, sure. Yep, Throvrick's heading over to the bar.
Walter is going to join him.
Yep, all right, the two of you are at the bar.
You know, I want to drink, but I'm also very protective, so I'm actually just going to be standing in between these chairs, just looking at how things go.
Sure, not a problem there. All right.
I'm assuming that the selection, it's not like they have a wall of carefully aged scotches, so I will just sort of tap the bar for the daily swell.
As you tap the bar, it's almost as if they're they're trying not to pay attention to you, but you know, like the bartender doesn't seem to be like one of the grunts. So they kind of grab you what is basically the house beer or the house ale and pour it in a glass and throw it in your direction. This individual that gives it to you is what looks to be a female dwarven woman.
I will tip well.
All right. Naomi, you walk up to Butch.
There's a Butch McClover.
He looks at you, given that he saw you like 20 minutes ago.
And I just bow and I just say, I am so extremely sorry about everything that has happened in the last like 30 minutes. I can promise you we had nothing to do with killing your men.
But we might know who did.
He doesn't respond. He seems to continue to crack walnuts.
If you want me to expound on that one, deal, I will.
I just kept to your Butch McClover.
He closes his eyes as you yell in his ear for some reason. And he says, I hear ya! And he pushes you off the stage. Off the little pedestal. Do you resist?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I think seeing this, Helena would probably try to walk up, tap Naomi on the backside. Let's give him time. He's lost a few from that. Let's give
And
him time
of course.
Alright.
to accept.
I just wanted him to know that, yeah.
Butch, I
Sorry.
have an offer for you. Seeing that this is a hunting lodge, do you want to do some hunting?
We ain't hunters. We're bandits. We take what we want and we ask nothing. If you're offering
You can
us an
steal from
honest
what you
day's
hunt.
work, you've come to the wrong place.
We're not hunting animals. Well, you might want to consider them as such, but and you can steal from what we are hunting, because I believe what we are hunting is something that you might be after too. The people that killed your men out there, including the one that you thought we did.
The entire gang is like looking at you. Like there's definitely a strong air lingering.
Can I try something since it worked last time?
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, I know.
feeling the tone, I will take out the memory guitar, which worked so well last time, and I will start to play to share to Butch and the gang the memory of us finding the blood trail and interacting with the ogre, and from my perspective, being grabbed by the ogre semi-unexpectedly emphasize that we didn't actually set up the ambush. We were following the trail, looking for our friends. So put the mind at ease. The fact that we came out of town and that was our first view of finding the clover.
All right. Make a diplomacy check. All right, 22 is not bad. The Clover Gang is not taking it. They're like, you're not gonna listen to this. It's all magic and illusions, make-believe stuff. They can tell us anything, feed us a load of bull. They just want us to do their dirty work for them. That's why they're here in the first place. They set this whole thing up. And you see that people like starting to like, yeah, they're just setting us up. They just want us to, and they keep going. Butch then like crunches another handful of the walnuts in his hand. And there's this silence that kind of leans out here.
Hey, Walter.
Yes.
I feel like we're in a little bit of trouble here. Don't they? Listen, I might not know humans as well as I know kobolds, but when a kobold family member is killed by a strange thing, the kobolds band together and start attacking the thing that killed the kobold. Is that the same for humans as well?
Speaking, particularly the rougher type of humans tend to gravitate towards that. Yeah.
Now, when us kobolds go into a thing, and sometimes we make a mistake, and we actually encounter a creature that didn't kill a kobold but attacked it anyway. I'm starting to feel like we're in this sort of situation right now.
Oh, we're entirely in this sort of situation. Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably have some sort of evidence to show that it was not us who killed who attacked the gang, but something else that attacked the gang.
Yep. Would be kind of convenient if we had that before we arrived.
Yeah.
That's what Naomi would say.
I just like this conversation that's happening at the bar, like hushed voices out of earshot.
I'm assuming that the two of you would have seen the memory reenactment, especially for Walter, who wasn't there at the time.
Yeah.
As the crowd comes into a hush, Butch says, I don't care who's responsible. I lost a lot of good men out there. And I lost a lot of good men because you are a magnet for trouble.
Well, then how can we make it up to you?
Other than killing us.
Blood for blood ain't how things work here. You don't work for us. And honestly, I just don't have it in me to kill more people today. Which is why I'm gonna ask my second to do it for me. Blood for blood. He gestures over at the bartender. You take on Pruna. You give my boys something to cheer for instead of drown in tears. And you're squared. For now. You refuse, while I let my boys work out their stress another way.
Can we refuse to kill her and only just incapacitate?
You can try.
Well, because I'm not killing anybody today.
I don't think he wants us to kill anyone either. And I just keep looking at Butch.
You watch as one of the guards makes their way over to the door and locks it.
Deal. We'll
Hey,
fight her.
I lean back on the bar and tap it again and raise my mug.
She does not give you a she doesn't give you a drink. Instead, she goes around the bar and comes out the front. You see that they actually clear up this what looks to be a small square here, and instead, let me see if I can do this here. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Yeah, so this area here.
I say to Butch, can Callisto over here fight in my stead? If he goes down, I go down.
I don't rightly care.
Callisto, would you be able to fight her?
Callisto nods and grabs your hand and says, "Of course, my dear. It would be my honor."
Thank you.
Can you
I
make
also
Go
kind
around.
of run like up to them and just be like, make it a good show. They want this for entertainment,
All right.
Okay, and
and
then
we're entertainers.
I just say Callisto, no fire or I don't know how I would say good damage or good attacks. Like just punch, not use your ability stuff.
It's a fist fight. Fist fight. Fist fight. Oh, and maybe a leg.
All right.
This
Oof,
is like-
she's yeah.
So this is the.
Can he just choose not to use the like good damage or the fire damage?
Yeah, you can. You can choose not to.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. At this point, you watch as the dwarven woman sort of looks at you and kind of looks very insulted about everything you've just said to Callisto.
You know what, Callisto? Never mind.
Love how quickly you just shift your mind. Oh no! Oh no!
I think I got
oh
this.
no! All right.
Also, the fire would
trust me,
make
but
for a
that's
better
fine.
effect.
No, too late. You've said your thing. He's gonna go easy on her, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, go easy on me, huh? Well, that just means I'm gonna whoop you."
Hey, Walter.
Get,
Hey, Walter.
I said it's for
Whatever.
entertainment.
He's already in, I
Yes.
guess. So
Walter, hang on. Why don't we create a betting ring here?
Oh, that's
Well,
what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
I
was
move up to
thinking.
this table of the two bandits, and I'm gonna put 5 copper on the
Hold on,
bartender.
let me lower the music real quick. There we go.
on
Money
the
on the-
bartender.
Okay.
I was going to say the opposite side, and since it's for entertainment, I was going to give the fight a musical number,
Oh yeah, that's a cool idea. Let's do that.
I was
Mhm.
thinking the same thing.
because that way I can still do buffs.
All right.
Nice.
The bartender overhears, and you see that a lot of people are gonna take you up on the fight. Let's see. What are the odds? They are going to give you. They'll give you 3 to 1 odds. They'll give you 3 to 1 odds in favor of the bartender winning.
I'll put 5 copper on the bartender.
All right, you guys can keep track of your own bets if you want to take your bets. So I've got 5 copper on Walter. Anyone else?
I'm gonna throw a silver for Naomi because, gosh darn it, I trust her. No, I don't.
You know what? Someone has to bet for Callisto to make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Or
gonna
yeah,
put-
I bet for Callisto.
I'm gonna put like 2 copper on Callisto.
All right.
Can Naomi bet or no?
Yeah. Of course you can.
Naomi puts down 50
I'll-
silver. On
50
Callisto.
silver?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to put 3 copper on Callisto.
All right. All the bets are in. The fight begins, and you can see that this brawler event squares up. Let's fly into initiative and see who gets to go first. It is the brawler, followed by Callisto. So she's gonna leap straight in, and the first thing she's gonna do is use a haymaker to like just come in and just wham land this huge and heavy fist in directly into Callisto's jaw. I don't mind that. All right, so that is a hit, which means she gets +3 on her damage for the rest of the round.
Oof.
As that is 12 points of damage to Callisto. And he needs to make a fortitude save, which is a success, meaning he has gained stunned 1 as a condition, as bam, that first hit has landed. Second hit, she's going to lean in and try to hit him square in the gut. There is another massive blow to the stomach, as that is 10 points of damage. And with the third hit, she seems to like get down on the ground, and Callisto loses sight of her for a moment. And she is going to use her third attack to drop kick him square in the chest.
Oof.
However, for this one, I'm going to burn my nat 20.
God! Why? You just want me to lose 50 silver. No.
Nice.
All right. That is 17 points of damage. Callisto has basically just taken 3 incredible blows from this brawler, who now stands up and who just sort of cracks her neck, like, you know, like just sort of switches it back and forth as she gets ready to keep fighting. There's this huge cheer, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" And everyone looks over at everyone who bet on Callisto winning, and they're just like, "Easy money." All right.
Well, you have to bet to earn the money,
That's true.
right?
That's true. Callisto.
All right. So I guess he would just throw the punches then. I did say not to use fire, so I think he would just be punching. But after that amount of damage,
No. He's gonna go easy, right? That was no. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. I'm teasing. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. One moment. You are stunned 1.
Oh yeah. So what does that do?
Is this the right deck? This is. I feel like this might not be the right deck. Hold on.
Oh wait, also you didn't draw a crit card.
Oh, I didn't draw a crit card. You're right. No, this is the right deck. No, this is the right deck. Okay. Stunned. You cannot act while stunned. Stun usually includes value, which include how many total actions you lose from being stunned. When you regain actions, you reduce this by the number of your stun value. So you lose 1 action from this. So you've only got 2 actions with Callisto this round. As for the crit card, thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 to 5, Neil.
I'm gonna lose that silver.
3.
1, 2, 3. Bludgeoning, Nighty Night. It's a critical effect. You fall unconscious and can't wake up till the end of your next turn.
What?
Oh.
So it doesn't even matter.
Take TKO. Oh.
Well, that's okay because it's not a TKO situation. But it does mean that you are okay. So basically, what it does is she hits him and knocks him out. He falls to the ground and is unconscious, but that's only for 1 round, right?
Yeah.
As it gets to her turn, again, you watch as she kind of like gestures to the crowd and gets it all worked up, and then you watch as she seems to get ready for something. Callisto, you are prone. It is now your turn. As you wake up, you have 2 actions.
Okay.
Callisto has no idea what just happened.
He's gonna try uppercut, getting as he gets up.
All right, so you stand up, makes
And
the
then-
uppercut.
Doing a Street Fighter move.
Oh wait, so getting up would be 1 action, right?
Yep.
Or is that from the?
But
Okay.
as you
So
but
then
as you do so,
Stunned is 1.
the ready action goes off,
Yeah. Oh.
and she does a roundhouse kick to his jaw, but using the haymaker.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
Oh. Oh no.
All right. That is a solid hit, which deals
Oh.
10 points of damage and includes a fort save. That is a failed fort save, meaning that you are stunned 3 for the next round. You do still have 1 action left.
What?
Oh man.
I'd try to punch her.
All right, make your attack. So this is the uppercut as you've gone and gotten hit in the jaw.
Oh my god, I need a nat 20 on this. Ugh. Oh, that's
Still a hit.
26.
All right, Callisto.
Oh my god.
Callisto, whack! 11 points of damage. You watch as she's cut her lip. All right. McClover was tempted to do a bust buff. Hilarious.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, this is by the way, McClover's right hand woman.
What?
Oh, divine healing for
Whoa.
Callisto. All right, that means Callisto, you are now back onto full hit points.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he is an angel.
Oh god,
You-
thank you.
Mythical Turian, you basically
Mythical
watch
Turian.
Callisto's like, I can
Nice.
do this all day. But it comes out as.
So does that heal the stun too, or just the full?
No,
HP?
just the full HP.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
She's gonna make 3 attacks against you. Let me.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
I see. All right.
Oh.
First attack. A solid hit.
Oh no.
7 damage.
Ooh.
Second attack. Ooh, that's a miss. You know what? Let's use a jinx point here.
God.
This is just the beat
Michael's
Callisto
just saying
down.
it, you want to make
No,
character,
no,
don't you?
that'll miss.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Ugh.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
Doug.
that'll miss.
His annoyment of you all these
Yeah.
years.
Oh.
All right, so one.
back
That's only
right now.
that's only 1 hit. Your next round comes through. You are now stunned 2.
Stun 3. Oh, 2.
No, no, no,
okay.
as in you were stunned 3, so you lose all 3
Oh,
actions.
it lasts 3 rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now you are stunned 2. So the next round you're gonna be stunned. You're gonna get 1 action. So once again,
Okay, so-
haymaker on the first hit.
Oh. Okay.
That's a solid hit.
Ah.
Yeah, he's gonna keep haymakering you because there's no point not to, right?
Yeah.
All right, and that is a fort save.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Oh.
All right, so the natural 20 means no effect. So basically, you don't increase your stun.
Nice.
Yay!
All right.
Bleh.
Second attack.
Oh no! Ah!
All right, and third attack, another massive hit.
Do summons bleed?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You can actually see. You can actually see Naomi kind of taking a bunch of the hits too, because since they're tied together.
Oh yeah. So basically,
Yeah, so Naomi's
yeah.
just getting
Yeah.
bludgeoned.
I stand next to Naomi ready to catch her
Ugh.
if she passes out.
all right. So there are 2 solid hits there. Plus, Seagard comes in with a nat 20 for Naomi and Callisto. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so the bartender is just absolutely laying into Callisto. Callisto now has a new nickname here in the tavern. He is now known as Callisto the Punching Bag. Divine intervention.
All right, so-
what's the divine intervention?
What?
Is that for an attack or is that Let me know who gets the divine intervention, Myth. All right. But we then go to Callisto.
Okay, so I get 1 action.
Yep,
then?
you get 1
'Cause
action.
I'm now stunned 1. All right.
Tony, thank you,
You know what?
so much for the donation. All right, this is getting hectic. This is really exciting. I'm just like this was supposed to be like a quick, I'm a whoop Neil and then we'll keep going. But apparently people are invested. All right, Callisto.
It's a knockout
Alright.
drag out.
All right,
fight
Callisto,
now.
you have a divine intervention. I will allow you during this fight to be the one to decide where it goes. You can either make me roll an attack, re-roll, or you can re-roll for yourself.
Okay.
Only for this fight, so make it count.
Gotcha.
Nat 20 for Arturo and Dag. 1 hero point for Harlanot. 2 hero points for Naomi. 1 hero point for Mesha. 1 hero point for Arturo. Okay. I'm going to apply the Nat 20s first. And then as for the hero points, we don't have any hero points for... Oh, wait. 2 hero points for Naomi. Okay, so Naomi, you've got 2 more hero points.
Okay.
And...
Yeah.
1 for Harlanot. 1 for Mesha. Oh, so yep. Basically, we are now loaded up. Is the key thing?
Yeah.
We're loaded.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna last, because she'll get 3 turns. So I'm gonna use the nat 20. Since you nat 20 to me, I'm a nat 20 you.
All right, very nice. Okay, you deal the nat 20. So thank you so much to Tony the Taker for loading the bases here. Okay, so you're gonna nat 20 me. Oh, okay. All right, I see how it is. All right, wham! That is
23 points.
Okay, so now we're gonna reduce that by 2 because of the fire damage, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that is 32. Very nice. You land a solid hit as douche. There's this huge, massive hit. What's your crit card?
Number 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Dazing thud. Target is stunned 1.
Yeah. See,
You haymakered her.
I
Have a
it
taste
was-
of your
I
medicine.
could do it too.
Very nice. All right, Callisto, you are now reduced to stun 1, which now she gets stun 1. You done. All right. She kind of looks and she kind of like looks at her like the blood nose and she's like sort of spits on the ground. She's like, "This is actually a much better fight than I thought it was." And he is going to, or she is going to, haymaker, and I'm gonna burn my nat 20.
No! I want to make a divine intervention. So... No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you
I
can't
don't
because
think
I'm
so.
not rolling because I figured that's what you were
I
gonna
know.
do. All right,
Yeah. Oh. Well.
all right, critical hit.
Here we go.
That is 19 damage for that first hit.
Oh.
All right, fort save.
Oh.
That is a failure, which means you get stunned 3. Do you want to
I'm gonna use one of my hero points.
use your hero point? Okay, I like that. All right, hero point.
Dang
That is
it.
a failure as well. You do have divine intervention.
I will divine intervention that.
All right, divine intervention.
No, come on.
Well, it is not meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Oh no.
All right.
Neil just spending everything he has.
Go. Go army of hero
Okay.
points.
Also, Neil, do you lose the hero point that you didn't get a card for, or do you spend one of your
I didn't
cards?
get any.
We haven't
I didn't
given
get
the
one
cards yet.
of
We
those,
will.
yeah.
We will give
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
We will give the card.
So I'll just get one card then.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, no, I'll still draw the 3, and then you can pick which one you want to lose. Hey, Millsy, welcome in.
Oh, yeah.
We're in a fist fight. That's
think-
that's the only thing I can really say. All right. Now,
Yeah.
because she's stunned, she only
Tavern
gets
brawl.
1 more attack. So this time, what she does is she'll, because she's basically just been laying into you. Now you know what I've forgotten? You're actually still prone. You didn't. Oh no, you did stand up. Sorry, never mind. You did stand up.
Yeah.
All right. So she is going to grab both of her fists and like jump into the air and try to drive her shoulder into your like actual shoulder blade as she just bam tries to like bring you down with her her body weight. As that is a miss. You know what? Jinx point. I'm in too deep. I love this.
Yes.
I'm in too deep.
I'm in too deep. All right, Jinx point. Come on, baby.
At least I'm getting him to spend them,
Let's
guys.
do it. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oof.
All right, and that is 9 damage. Callisto's shoulder just kind of collapses, falls down as the brawler kind of kicks in. Hey, welcome in. How you doing, Sen? Long story short, the group has gotten into a bit of trouble with some bandits. The bandits suffered a lot of losses due to the interference of a giant elemental type thing. They went to go see the bandits to try and make peace for some reason. And in order to make peace, Naomi has offered to battle one of their top fighters in a one-on-one combat to, for entertainment, to kind of bring up the mood, which is, by the way, absolutely working. You can see around the table, the crowd of the bandits seem to be cheering up, and like they're cheering, they're really getting into it. You can actually see some of them have their arms wrapped around Walter, and they're kind of like patting his back. They're like yelling and screaming. Despite the outcome of this fight, you definitely have like earned a lot of reputation with the bandits, especially given how long Naomi's lasting against their primary fighter, whose name is Perna.
Well, our job is to entertain people.
Yeah. You're definitely doing it. All right. Now, unfortunately, Callisto, you have stunned 3.
Oh.
So you are stunned, but now you are on stunned 2. As we then return to her, she again goes for another haymaker. There's literally no reason to not use this haymaker. Is there a limit to how many times I can do it? Nope, whenever she makes a fist strike.
Oh, wow.
She can technically do it 3 times around, but, it's not going to happen. First attack. Haymaker. Oh, Jinx point.
Yes. No. No. Come on, do it again, miss.
Critical fail.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yes!
Okay, so she actually does lose. She does lose her +3 damage that she's been getting from the haymakers. So as she's been hitting you with these huge hits, they've been actually, she's gotten a +3 to her damage, but now she's back to her regular damage.
She's a barbarian.
All right, second action. She's going for a hit. Oh, that's a miss. I'm not gonna bet a Jinx point on
She's
it.
getting tired.
Third action. She is getting tired. Third action.
No!
Oh, you jinxed it.
No.
All right, third action. Wham! That is 5 points.
I'm gonna use my other to stay up.
You do.
Yeah.
Jesus, Neil. All right. As you are about to go down, this huge fist hits Callisto in the head. Callisto goes down, and just as his hand is about to hit the ground, he clenches his fist and doesn't touch the floor. He sort of stands up. He's on 1 hit point.
It's like in Punch Out when you get TKO'd, but you don't actually go down. Like you get that one last little go.
All right, let me just dive that over there. You have 1 hit point remaining. Callisto, you kind of stand up. She's actually really kind of shocked at that point. Like, you should have gone down maybe 2 or 3 times by this stage. But she's, like, really kind of, like angry or a thing, Like, she's just like, what in all the freaking 9 hells? All right. Oh, wait, Neil, did you use your nat 20? Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. You're right.
No.
Sorry. My
Yeah,
apologies.
the one time. Yeah.
I forgot to take it off. I got too excited. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Someone gave me another one. No.
You hear
I'm
one
too
of the
excited.
you hear one of the gang members are like, just let the poor dude go down. All right. Callisto, you are stunned 2. It is your turn.
So I get 1 action
You have 1 action.
with what could possibly be the last, unless I use another one of those, but what could possibly be the last turn he's gonna be up. He kind of just looks her dead in the eye, doesn't say anything, and he's going to just straight punch her in the nose.
You can barely see her. Your eye is kind of swollen, like you're just. You've taken a lot of blows to the head, Callisto. As you make your attack, you swing and try to hit.
Naomi kind of clutches her hands together. She's like, please let this hit. And this is me saying, I really hope this is a nat 20 because that would be really freaking awesome.
Would be awesome.
Oh, it's a close one.
Close.
29.
All right, 29. That is a solid hit, though. So, you landed the hit, deal the damage. That is 11 minus
That's
1
9.
because of the...
Oh, yeah, so, yeah.
All right. She's not looking
10
good.
points of
She
damage.
kind of shakes her head. You can see that she's now, her hair's kind of come out. She's like she's like
Hair's
she's
come
like
out.
bruised. She's like kind of swaying a little bit. Doesn't look like she's doing all that great. All right. As we then go back to our brawler. She starts off the same way she has been before. She's going to go with a haymaker. This time she kind of like leans into the side and starts doing this back-to-back side roll. This is a boxing move known as the
And she's at stun 2, so only 1.
No, she was only on stun 1. She already
Oh.
went that last round. She only had 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I for some reason thought she was at stun 2.
No, when you stunned her,
No,
you
no, no,
stunned 1.
okay.
Yeah. So she starts to
Okay.
sway and go back and forth as she begins to move in a figure 8. This is a traditional boxing move, the new Dempsey roll, as she then starts to whack, whack, and try and get those hits in. The first one is a haymaker, as always.
Come on, Callisto.
That'll miss.
Oh.
Second attack, she swings down, bringing that other fist back across as part of this move. It's a hit.
Oh.
All right.
Am I allowed to use my last hero point to stay
You
up?
are?
Oh,
Okay, I will do that and get rid of warding sign.
All right. That is your last hero point gone. As you are hit, Callisto, about to go down again, manages to grit their teeth, hold on to their feet. Holy shit. Okay. And with the last attack, swings down and does a critical miss. You know what? I'm going to find out what this critical miss is before I decide if I'm going to jinx point it. All right.
divine intervention.
Pick a number between 1 to 5.
I think that's cheating.
Divine intervention?
Divine intervention.
Oh,
You already used it.
intervention.
You already used yours.
This is another one?
Oh, there's another one?
No, Mythical
another
Train
one.
did another
Oh,
one.
there's another one.
Yep.
Wait, is that for me
Oh
then?
my god.
That's for the third attack.
Let the poor adult have a break.
All right. So just to clarify, Myth, is this for the is this for my attack or for Neil if I hit him? That's for Callisto.
Callisto!
Okay, so it's for Callisto. Okay, so let's find out what the crit fumble is. Pick a number.
Everyone bet on you.
2.
2. Okay. 2.
I should have bet on Mythical Turian.
Okay, hand it over. Unless you have a successful reflex save, the target gains possession of your weapon, which isn't going to help. So let's change that up a bit.
Yeah. I get her Haymaker.
Yeah. No.
Callisto gains a new ability.
All right, here we go.
Haymaker.
Funny Bone, you drop the weapon that you're holding. No, that's not going to work. If you're using a slashing weapon, no. Here we go. Okay, this one's a good one. You are fatigued, so she is now tired. You know what? I will take that. I don't mind that. I think that's.
We got another divine intervention.
Millsy just had another divine
Oh,
intervention.
Millsy! Who's.
There's 2.
All right,
I
Millsy,
don't
whose
know
side are
if
you
they're-
on? Bedag, even the playing
Bedag.
field.
Bedag.
All right. All right, so the divine intervention is going to go for the fist.
Oh, come on.
That's still a critical miss, unfortunately. But that's okay. I will take the fatigue. I don't mind that. I think that's a very appropriate critical effect here at this point. So as she's out of breath, she's like breathing heavy. Now you have, I believe, 2 actions at this. No, 2 actions or 1 action?
I think 2, because you said it was stun 2.
2. Yeah, so you got 2 actions left.
So, yeah. Okay. Once again, Callisto's gonna try and copy her and do the thing, but he's like off balance, so he's kind of like, "Whoa." So he's gonna try and side swing his arms into the side of her.
All
head.
right, make your attack. First hit.
Oh gosh.
That is a miss.
17.
Miss.
Okay. Divine intervention.
Sure, divine intervention. You can use it.
24.
Ooh, I'm gonna burn the jinx point and see if you can miss it.
No. Oh, come on.
That'll miss.
All right.
So as you go for the hit, it hits her jaw, but she rolls with a punch and dodges it. All right, second attack. This is the
Second attack.
This is the last one you've got.
Oh,
That'll hit.
24.
And I'm out of jinx points, and you're out of hero points, and we're out of divine intervention. And with one hit, she bites her lip. She tries to hold on. She grits her teeth, but she falls backwards and lands unconscious on the ground. Callisto is still swinging, though. Basically, he can't see. His eyes are swollen. There's blood coming out of his mouth. He's just punching. At this point, a couple of the guys are kind of like pulled him back, and he's kind of like swung at them. He's like, no, what's going on?
Naomi comes up and he's like, Callisto.
Yeah, he's trying to hang on, and he's like, hey,
Callisto,
Adrian!
Naomi! No!
And with an epic finish, you emerge victorious. There is a huge roar of applause, a massive cheer for the really good fight. The mood almost immediately changes. For the next hour, let's say, there is nothing but just constant celebrations, pats on the back and the like. Callisto is this is mostly non-lethal damage, so within an hour of resting and recuperating, just some bandages. This is kind of what I like to call one-piece logic, where your injuries, you just wrap a band-aid and you're good to go in about an hour, right? So Callisto just gets treated up by some of the guys there. You can see that they've put the bartender down. They kind of like splash water on her face, and she's like, "What happened? What happened?" It's like, oh, and then she sees Callisto getting like celebrated and stuff.
Actually, I don't even know if Naomi would go up there because she's got the same injuries he does.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Naomi's probably also down, like just multiple times. But
Callisto,
Yeah. She's only being held up because I'm there, like, holding her.
Holy crap.
all right, and you guys
You want
have
to sit down?
yeah, you guys have absolutely managed to convince these guys that you're they're like all debts are squared, should we say? Like they definitely are in a much better mood even after their great loss and stuff. Like, look, say what you want. Butch is not the smartest of individuals, but he knows what his gang wants and what his gang needs, and they needed that catharsis. They needed that release of that tension and stuff like that. So everyone's now like kind of feeling a lot better. There's still that lingering kind of like, we've lost a lot of our brothers and sisters, a lot of our friends, in this fight, which, again, the culprit is unknown, but there is kind of a whisper that happens here. See, you were blamed for killing the one guy. That was it. When you said it was the ogre, they knew you were lying, because they know the ogre doesn't kill people, especially like that. The elemental, however, has absolutely the ability to have raised and put a body up along the cliff face the way that it did. And you can hear a couple of people talking about it, like, where the elemental came from. And then a few of them start whispering about the druids in the area being quite angry at the townsfolk. Maybe they're now attacking us as well. But, these are just kind of small, kind of whispers here and there about, like, things that when people aren't listening too closely. But you guys hear these every now and then.
Yeah.
After the hour passes, again, people start to like go back into their routines, food comes out, so people are now eating, so there's a lot less like kind of chatter, and you have an opportunity to talk to Butch. Butch congratulates you and says, here's your, take your winnings and stuff like that, but also, he says, yeah, look, about everything that happened, just, we'll forget everything for now. You put on a good show, and, for that, you have my gratitude, but let it be known that this is McClover turf. If you act the fool here,
Of course.
we won't be so lenient.
And Sorry about everything that's happened. If there's anything we can do to help in the future, just let us know.
You want to help some bandits? Oh, sure, cool. Well, we're gonna rob a train of medicine that's coming into town nearby. You know, we need a getaway driver. You wanna help? Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
We're
Um,
currently trying. What were we trying to go and
We were
take care
gonna
the
of?
mill?
help out the mill.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
The
going to
mill,
the mill.
yeah. I mean, I lost track of what we were doing because of that whole
Oh,
fight.
I'm very aware
'cause
you guys have lost track. I'm like. I mean, I'm glad that we can make up. By the way, for the audience, right? The quest was go to the mill, right? These guys stopped them from going to the mill, and instead of going to the mill once they cleared off, they went and followed the obstacle that I put, and found and went back to their
We
base.
had a debt to
You're
settle.
welcome.
Like this is.
We settle our debts in the circus.
I was gonna say, these guys were supposed to like make it so that these guys were like hung up and delayed, and I'm like, I feel like they've done like the best job at that. All right.
So
But listen,
tell me,
listen.
Dag, what is the life story of Brune? I'm very
Oh, Brune's life
interested.
story. Oh,
His
yeah,
early
no, it's
childhood.
amazing. All right. Now, at this
But
point,
listen.
there is one final thing.
That was awesome.
Halonot. In the corner of the room here, you know, like you see that there are obviously a number of different bandits. There are different types. There's humans, there's dwarves, there's elves. There's, you know, a bunch of other people are here. But in the corner, you do see a gnome. This gnome catches your attention because you notice, in particular, a large streak of white in their hair. This is very important to gnomes because it means that this person is undergoing, or at least at some point in their life, has begun to undergo a process known as the bleaching. Gnomes are actually, technically speaking, immortal until a point in which they cannot experience new things, at which point all the colors in their body and then their faces and everything start to fade and become monochromatic. Once they do so, they either go mad and become creatures known as the bleachling, or they die. This individual doesn't have a lot of gray in their hair, but you do see like a very distinct white streak across their hair, as you notice the this guy sitting around.
So seeing that, I'd probably approach, probably taking a mug and sit down and try to have a chat with them.
All right. He takes the mug and says, "Your friend put on a good fight there."
Yes, netting me a few copper as well.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a few copper.
No? Bit surprised to see you here. It's not the sort of place. Then I suppose if this is something you've not seen before.
Well, you know, friend, you can find all sorts in all the weird and wild places, especially those of our kind. You know, if I had a penny for every time that someone told me that I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, then, you know, well, I wouldn't be robbing people for money now, would I?
Wow. It's more surprised that you set up shop in one place rather than constantly moving around. I mean, I went for the opposite approach. Found a group that kept moving.
Ah, you got the wanderlust, do you? Yeah, no, I never really had that. But you know, being here and part of the McClover gang has been rewarding in itself. You know, get to meet a lot of different people, get to stab them.
Wow. Some people like violence, some people like illuminations.
That's true. That's very true. And, you know, I figured the world had taken enough from me already. After my wife left me, took the house, took the kids, took half of my my carpentry business, and all of the shares that I had in the laundromat, left me with nothing. So I figured, seeing as she took so much from me, it's only fair that I take from those that have.
Yes. unfortunately, my mind just goes to the people that are then left with those then taken and it becoming a cycle. I'll just look down at my mug, thinking about some of the people that have been lost along the past way.
Aye, aye. Imagine you have a bit of experience with that.
Yes, there are several that have lost, well, as everyone has.
No, it never gets any easier, it does. Since joining this gang, it's been, kind of the closest thing I've had to a family. And today was hard, And he won't say it to you, but Butch, among the people that were lost, 2 of his brothers, like blood brothers, were felled today. One on the cliff was one of them for sure. But, the rest of us, we just had nowhere to go until, Butch created the Clover Gang and gave us a place to be, place to belong. My story's not unique. Everyone's got a tale just like that.
Wow. If you're finding your way here and Butch is taking care of everyone, you obviously can't be all bad.
Oh no, he's a terrible human
I don't-
being, but, damn good friend.
Might not agree with what he does for a living, but if he takes care of the people that he finds, clearly has a heart.
Oh yeah, no, he does. He does. As he shares a drink with you, the 2 of you share a few tales. You learn not just about his life, but you learn about a few different things that he used to do, especially in the way of the bandit camp. What I'm going to give you, Harlanot, is a special reward. You are going to gain Law Crime, which means he's going to teach you a little bit about the ways of the criminal underworld and some of the things that are involved with crime and the doings of crime.
So that's more crime, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll ask him if he wouldn't object to maybe the odd story being told about some of the things he said.
Oh, absolutely not. He said, just keep my name out of your mouth. You didn't catch his name.
No, it's like
Nice.
names change, stories stay the same.
'Tis true. All right. With this being said, we now leave our tavern side as we come to the end of today's session.
Actually, I also just want to leave one comment for Butch.
Yeah.
I just be like, actually, I kind of want to buy everyone around a drink also before we head out, just because we earned a lot of cash, so, only fair to give some of it to the bar in that sense. But then I turned to Butch and I'm like, also, I hear you and yours are a fan of the circus. No need to be a stranger.
Very well. You also hand him a flyer for your circus, and he takes it. And sure enough, you've got some pretty. I mean, I'd say that of the crowd, you definitely have a few fans, and like I said, these guys have gone from being hostile to relatively friendly. I say relatively friendly. The actual people are
Yeah.
pretty friendly, but yeah.
Just maybe no stealing from the patrons, eh?
Yes. How does Neil always burn through all of his shinies? Because Neil apparently doesn't want to go down. And you all enable him. All right. Anyway. So, now,
Oop, I disappeared.
as you make your way towards your actual goal of heading towards the mill, you can see it up ahead. The mill grinds with a slow pace from the large water wheel that attaches to the river. A garden that is to the west seems to be quite to the east seems to be quite lush and green. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brune. Let me know where you'd like those donations to go. Now, as you begin to make your way there, however, you see that there is a figure on the grounds in front of the mill. An unconscious body with hundreds of stings over their arms and the back of their neck. It looks like they had laid down to try and protect themselves and had lost consciousness. At this point, you're fairly sure that this is the work of the wasps. This figure, however, does not appear to be the miller or the miller's wife. It appears to be one of the individuals that was sent here from the circus. It is then you recognize that someone had been waiting for you this whole time. Someone who had been very patiently trying their hardest to hold out here until help could arrive. What you see is... bear with me while I get the image up, because I totally forgot to put it in the right folder. Don't tell me you have to download it again. No, that's too long. You have to be somewhere here. What you see is a elven woman with brightly colored clothes. This is the aerial silk dancer from your circus, as well as an expert juggler who is vexing me.
Oh, those are the two unconscious bodies?
There's one unconscious body.
Oh, one unconscious body? Okay.
Yes. Okay, nope, I've got to re-download it. Okay, bear with me while I very quickly pretend like I was prepared for this. There we go.
I think Bruin wants a boss.
Bruin wants a boss.
He donated and he wants channel points.
You want channel points. Look, if Callie can figure it out, then you can have them. And besides, we have boss donations, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Jeez.
There we go. Boom.
Oh, wow.
All right. This is the individual that currently lies on the floor unconscious.
I'll go up to her and use medicine to check over what condition she's in.
She is alive, but her breathing is shallow. Her name is... Oh, I didn't get her name. No, here we go. No, I didn't get her name. Callie, what's her name?
Hoodie.
What is this person's name?
Actually, I kind of like the name Vex.
Vex?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Critical Role reference.
No, because you were like, it's vexing me. And I was like, oh, Vex. Yeah, all right.
I mean, if Callie's happy with that, I'm happy to call it Vex. What is... Her name is Callie? Duh. Danny. All right, very well.
Danny, nice.
All right, Danny the aerial juggler. All right. This, by the way, was a donation from Callie before, like 3 weeks ago, when you guys were supposed to arrive at the at the mill, where she was alive and well and ready to help you out. But
they were partially responsible.
That's true. That's true. But she has been stung, not to death, but definitely she has been injured. And we will come back next week as our heroes attempt to find out what has gone on, what happened to Danny, and see if we can get her some help. But she is now also a permanent member of your circus as well, so you can call on her to help you out. She is.
Oh, cool.
She is an illusion as well. Sorry, an illusion. She's an illusionist as well. And she uses, and like I said before, she uses aerial silk, she does high rope work, and she does juggling. Although you're not entirely sure if she does juggling, because again, she's an illusionist. So there you go. All right, well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming through today. We had the $20 donation. Let's see, for channel points.
They're trying to figure out how.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out for the channel points. Look, I'll tell you what. For now, however, we will let's see. The only amount I can get you right now is 50k. 50k. I'd say. Look, I'd say this. We will not give channel points for stuff yet. However, with that $20, what I will do is next time we play this game, we will do a prediction. Remind me and we will do a prediction. That's what this will buy you. The prediction is, it'll be a gamble. So basically you can donate and bet however many things you would like to gamble, and then you will double that if you guess correctly. So that's what we'll do. So we'll do a prediction in the next session. But the next session won't be for a little while, because for those of you who don't know, we will not be back next week. I know I said it, we would be back next week, but we will be back in 3 weeks, because we are taking a break, because I will be in Utah for Convergence, a thing with Quincy's Tavern, to go and do some fun filming and recording and stuff like that. And guys, I have a very, very special sneak preview for those of you in today's session, so you guys can see what to look forward to over some of the content that I've got. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. First of all, let's show off a little bit here. Oop, that is far too big.
Ah!
All right.
Nice.
So this is the.
That is awesome looking.
So this is one of the costumes that we're going to be using. We did a big old photo shoot of the costume that we'll be using at Convergence.
That's awesome.
So super happy with it. I love the gloves. I love the whole look.
That's amazing.
Mental image.
I'll save this in my memory bank.
There
Rip back so I can find him.
Dead crotch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got a really decent high kick out of it. And just for the fun of it, we also got. Let's see if I can put this up here. Where is it?
Oh man, I wish I could go so bad. That'd be so cool to see you in person.
Oh man, it is amazing. And you know, a couple of tickets have become available for the VIP experience, which is like a day of like doing stuff with us. Let's see. Where is it?
Hey Neil, can you like get us a plane ticket and fly us to Utah?
I'll do my best.
That's
No,
not. Stop that. Let's see.
I'm driving. I'm only
You
8
wanna
hours
help us,
away.
chat? Help
Yeah,
us
do you want
get
to pick us up on the way?
Convergence.
It's only a slight detour to Minnesota.
All right, here we go. All right, so this was one of the little photo things that we did while we were there.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So we we went out, we did some filming, we got the whole thing set up, and yeah. So I'm very, very keen, very, very excited. So what I'll be doing at Convergence is I will be during the week we've got the VIP experience where we've got people who will pay for seats at D&D tables where I will play with them live and run a game with them in person. Then on the weekend, I'll be in Quincy's Tavern as an NPC, like, you know, giving quests and doing a whole bunch of stuff and things like that. So yeah, then I'll be hanging out and chatting with people there.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so it should be a great weekend. I'll be documenting the whole thing, so don't worry, you will not miss out. I won't just disappear from the internet. Mostly because one, I can't afford to. Two, also, I'll be doing a bunch of like, you know, just content creation stuff, like pre-recorded stuff, but I'll also be doing a bunch of live stuff of like going through Evermore, doing a whole bunch of things, meeting up with people, hanging out, and just giving you guys lots and lots of stuff because I want you guys to feel like you come along as well because really I want you guys to be there. I want my audience to be there. I want you guys to feel as though you get to, you know, come and, you know, enjoy it, you know, at least a little bit as well. And yeah, you know, we'll have a absolutely amazing time. In addition, I will be going to Gen Con. I don't know if I'll be in costume for Gen Con because that costume is taking up a lot of space in my bag. But yeah, I'll be going to Gen Con as well this year as well. So yes, if people are going to Gen Con, you'll get to see me and hang out with myself, the Careful Cantrip guys, and a bunch of
You
other
said
people.
it was in Indianapolis, right?
That's in Indianapolis, yes. So that'd be so.
Okay.
Convergence is the first weekend of May, in like 2 weeks. The Gen Con is August first week, in Indianapolis. So yeah, I'll be at both of these events this year. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a bit of time in America. Which is...
You mean Minneapolis, right?
No. I do not like. Look,
Indianapolis.
secret about Dag is I do not like traveling. I really
Yeah.
don't. It's I'm grateful for the fact that my audience was able to sponsor and fund me to go to this thing. I'm very, very honored, very, very privileged. You know, but ultimately, I don't feel like it's something I do casually myself. Which is why I want you guys to know that, you know, your kindness, your generosity that have gotten me there is not going to go to waste. I'm not just going to go there and like just be like, yeah, woo, party. I'm just going to.
So
You know.
you're saying is we need to go to Australia.
Hey, look, if you come to Australia, I'll have a great time with you. I'll set
Oh,
up.
I would
I'll
love
set up
that
meets.
too.
I'll set
Yeah.
up live games. I'll set up live shows. I'll do the whole thing. You know, I'll take you guys.
Hell
I'll take you
yeah.
guys to one of the mazes. You know, down south. It's like in the middle of like the country,
That'd be
and we do like a garden maze. You know, I'll show you around my neighborhood. But you know, if you want me to travel, it's like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
if it's not a work thing, you know. I don't know. Maybe Japan. I'll go to Akihabara and watch anime or something. Do a non-Aussie accent all the time you're there. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, that's it. Actually, you know what? That'd be really funny. You'd be like, "Hey guys, yeah, no, I'm no wait, hold on, let me get me like, all right, hold on, wait, let me get my American
Yeah,
accent.
let's see how this goes.
American accent.
Now, if I have to be
We're like
perfectly
Canadians.
clear about how my American accent is, all right, here we go. So basically, whenever I go to America, I need to start talking a bit like this. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm the dead Aussie gamer, and you know, it's just a fake brand. You know, it's all just make believe. You know, Australia is not really a country. What it actually
It's not real.
No, it's actually just this completely imaginary.
The not
place.
real
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah, that's it. It's just
Yeah,
completely
all
imaginary.
Australians are paid actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
could you imagine?
no.
Could you imagine? And then, you know, as soon as everyone meets me,
Apparently, you gotta hate yourself too.
am I? Why?
I mean, well, you did that live thing with that other Australian guy, and he said there was the guy that says, "Oh, you're Australian? Oh, I'm not playing with you."
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely be from the South. The deep South.
Mm-hmm.
Little Nicky
Like
reference.
South.
All right, we're gonna go leave.
We're
We're gonna
so
go do stuff. What are we gonna go do? Let's see who is out and about in the Twitch space doing Twitch things because we like going and visiting friends who like D&D or Pathfinder, preferably Pathfinder, but you know, gotta have the southern twang. Yeah. No. See, if I reckon I started talking like this, people reckon that they get they'd understand it. They'd pick it right away. They'd be like, "No, that's a fake accent. You can't talk like that. This is just not a thing." And I'd be like, "Shoo, this ain't no fake accent."
Y'all.
No. I want to do a Cajun accent. I still want to learn a proper Cajun accent.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
cool.
fun.
No, see, my Mexican accent is very stereotypical. And I tell people this: it's not racist to be stereotypical. It is racist to hold prejudice using a stereotyped accent and then making fun of people. So yes, I have a very stereotypical Mexican accent because I grew up listening to Speedy Gonzales back before Speedy Gonzales was canceled by culture. And I don't know if you've realized this, we don't actually get that many Mexican people here in Australia. Just doesn't happen.
Shocking.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
You know what? Scarlet64 is doing Oops All Tieflings as a thing, which is a Pathfinder game. So we're gonna go and raid them. Bada boom. So there we go. Carry on with even more Pathfinder adventures over on Scarlet64's channel. Be sure to send all the love. Be sure to send all the radio emotes. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's been Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We are going to be back on Sunday over on Dork Tales for a charity stream. We're going to be doing a bunch of charity stuff this weekend with Dork Tales. Go and check them out, which I will shout out Dork Tales. Woo! There we go. Boom. Go follow the link. Go just follow them. Follow them and all of the information. It'll be there. All the cool things will happen. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sad. Bye. Bye, OG. Bye, Bandicoot. Bye,